after getting divorced and being in a studio in my place in Norwalk, I moved out of Westport, moved into Norwalk, lived there by myself. And then I would also visit in Westport and stay and work with Stan Drake and Leonard Starr in their art studio. So, which was a huge deal for me. I loved their work. And I started to get to know a lot of the cartoonists in Westport. But at the same time, I also wanted to get an art studio in New York City and be around other artists. So I started working with Dennis Cowan. Dennis Cowan and Michael Davis and I got an art studio in this next room to Howard Chaykin, Walt Simonson, Jim Sherman, and what used to be Frank Miller's studio. Frank was no longer part of Upstarts, but I was in the same building working with them. And then I was involved with an artist named Mary Wilshire, and she lived uptown Manhattan, like on 86th Street. So when I would stay there, I'd wake up in the morning and then just get some coffee, and I would spend the day going to museums or to bookstores, and I was just a sponge. I was drawing, I was sketching, I was photography, and then I would slowly make my way down to 29th Street. And by the time it was like 4 o'clock, I'd get something to eat, and then I'd just dive in. And by the time I would, like, from the day of walking and just sort of percolating with all this stuff, I would literally sit down and just pour it out, and on the paper. And I literally had no idea how, like, what was going on. Like, it was out of my frame of reference. I just I would look at a piece and go, I just need to do it this way.